players here.
A lot of players anchoring and they're waiting right into it. There was no push or pull, waiting for it. A lot of the util going missing, but right into the firing line, and it's absolutely flawless. So that should be able to gather a bit of information, but for now just holding the gun out. Knows that they could have crossed Melser with the re-clear, and the crosshair placement was just good for it. A hard clearance to the side. There was no follow-up in sight. 100Thieves now left scrambling for a bit of answers here, but they are on the weaker buy anyway. They'll take anything they can get. A couple of kills would be magnificent for them. Flash over the top though. xand relieving that pressure. 3 in a round. Wants to make it 4. Seems to be fully aware of where Derrek's position is, and yep, there he does it. It's damage through the wall. Look at that one. The Odin spam. Still is almost going down from it. Now they want to pop into B, straight through xand. How's he managed that one? Just tracking perfectly. Heard Cryo dash towards the switch, knew where to be spamming it through. It's up to Bang. What more can he do? Drop down onto the side, 1 kill, second one found. Still alive in the action. Derrek's got his back. Maybe this is what they need to try and get back into this one, but immediately, look at that, flooding straight through, and the spike, no chance in hell of that one going down. Bang, 26 health, got to do so much in the moment. Down to that one-on-one. Dodge to the side with a fragment nade, needs to kill. Found, and he's done it! No confidence with the way they're taking this one, but now 100's Fury to try and disrupt this plan. Derrek's looking this way, that way, doesn't know which way to look. And now will the fight be taken by KRÜ? There's that 4v5, a slight advantage, more utility being used, chucked up to the top side of heaven there with a fragment nade. Pushes them back for but a moment.
This is where big plays potentially need to be made in the 4v5. Cryo looking for anything. Bang has an ult potentially to reposition. The flash not comboed with the peak, but just to kind of keep KRÜ back.
Paranoia is good though. Flips all the way through, drops down, NagZ right in their face. Bang, has to hold it down, has to hold the line. As the players are swarming the position, everything's known, drops down, angle watch for it's a one-on-one. Stella versus Daveeys. 100Thieves need to win this one. Time pressure placed onto Daveeys' shoulders. Doesn't get but he wins the fight regardless. Enough time in the end, potentially stays right down to the wire, 0.49.
Back, and even if they do, it's going to be tough. What a wide swing!
Yeah, first duel taken, first fight taken, and he does get rewarded. I know to push them back away once more. Okay, evened out a little bit now into that 4v4. They look like they want to rush right into this one, into that B-split again, but these anchoring players of KRÜ are making it a nightmare. There was a TT being used. They are really just falling apart.
Wait, that's actually a crazy play.
All the way through, player cleaned up, just down to NagZ now.
Bang ulted into the front site, and everybody on KRÜ thought he was in back B.
Yeah, they were using util.
They were using util, they turned their eyes. And NagZ is left in an unwinnable spot.
Oh, mid. They've given up the space now, and look at this. Ring around the roses, KRÜ just running rings around their opponents. Derrek has to be the man of the hour now, anchoring at the back of the site. Stalwart defender. Knows is being approached from this position now, dropped down onto the corner, 1 shot found. Will he claim the second one? It's that jumping right click. Klaus ends up being favored in it.
Ahead.
3v3, plant goes down. Nobody scanned by the dart that Klaus sent out, as Daveeys was looking to play aggressive. So this is as straight up as it gets in the retake.
Still a paranoia available for Bang. This could be a massive tool to use. Cleaves all the way through into the site. 2 players watched out for. Kills need to be found. No, kills need to be found. How does that happen? No command ripping its way across here. Daveeys, no abilities to be used to try and push this one back. Dart taken care of though. Pushing forwards. No one clears the corner. And Asuna's there. Bang to follow up. Lovely confidence peak there from Klaus. It's a great return on the fire. Damage! Oh! Hello? Easiest shots in the world, just being missed there. The player's just not looking for him. Derrek. They pushing him wide. Close together, needs to win this fight out. Damage is done to Daveeys, but he doesn't fall. Tagged. Has to take a wider swing, has to take a wider fight. Down to the side. They are weak. Stella manages it. No way! The adjustments. Absolutely necessary. So far ahead. Oh, and this timing here. I don't get too much fun because the entirety of 100Thieves is grouped up. Reflash round the side, spraying it down. xand still in hell. Still causing problems for them. It's got to be clean now. Try and take these fights accurately. NagZ as well, just being that backstab element all the way behind him. No! One is wise to it. Down to the one-on-one. Cryo No, planted safely, can't quite stick it on it, tries to win the fight. It's NagZ secures the round. No command now, just gonna be ripping through them. That's Asuna's just to make sure to deny this, but look at this contact.
Here.
All the way up, not making any noise, and it's a double face, a double swing. Maybe with a better gun, there could have been opportunities to be there, found, but still taking all the space in the world. xand leading the charge of the rest of his team.
Headshot.
NagZ on the lurk, perfect. Melser uses his ult, in fact, to avoid the Viper's pit, and Stella has been completely circumvented.
And it just feels inevitable, doesn't it?
It absolutely does. It has been a gorgeous performance today from KRÜ, an absolute dismantling of what 100Thieves have brought to the table. Running the same comp, and Stella on the Viper, left with a judge in hand.
Judge in hand, it's an impossible scenario. The Hunter's Fury committed to know exactly where he is. And for KRÜ, this has been momentous. Great beginning to their series, and with that one finalized, wrapping it up 13-4 being the scoreline. They are paving the way to a dominant beginning in this series. The close corner, he has a flash in his hands, but they just want to hold this, and the angles contacting all the way deep, and everything comes down to the fight. Well, guess what? Trailblazer meeting it! Headshot was found, but no kill claimed, and oh, in the blink of an eye, it all falls down. Still flashed up to the side there. There was an attempt from Stella to try and relieve that pressure. He's reflanking through in.
We were watching this pistol round from Derrek's perspective as well, as he just sees it all fall apart. But for the rest of 100Thieves, for Cryo,
but he's alone doing so, making sure that the angles are watched for. Steadily, slowly. 35 seconds left.
xand.
Oh, he sees
just spotted a gun barrel.
Weapon out, sticking to the side as an attempt. Swing, a punish from Bang, potentially now flooding right down. Waterfall, straight into the sightline of Klaus. So far, it's been a key component to a lot of these wins, but it's a heaven all the way to push through into B. No other presence here, the double satchel into the side. Asuna's got so much to do there and gets away with a kill. Maybe opened it up for it with 20 seconds remaining. Timing is everything, and Klaus, while the confidence to take that fight. Bang. High ground angle watched for. Showstopper now going to be utilized. Goes wide all the way. No kill claim. xand is still alive. And guess what? Rattling shot after shot. The Guardian in his hands. 100Thieves.
There's no time.
No time at all. Right down to nothing. Another round for KRÜ. 5 on the board. Did so many ults. Cosmic Divide at any point now is going to be starting to go down.
And the plant is still not through. Bang is just getting the spike in.
Spike planted.
So how does this post plant get played?
Exactly where you
No one into the back of the site, no one into the back of the corner. Trailblazer. Now their own Cosmic Divide as well. Let's just split this up, and there needs to be an attempt to refight through this one because it's blocked them off. Pulls used incredibly early there. No one was tapping that spikes. Lovely flash play. There's 100Thieves trying to get proactive all the way through, and the stun is good to connect, but a fight not won. Melser tapping it. Doesn't win the second one. Bang. Reclaiming the kill. Flick of the wrist, but Cryo pushes.
Well within the system here.
Now we see a fast play. First kill for Asuna. Immediate trade again by Klaus, just as we were crediting him. And he's got his confidence back, pushing forwards. Vulnerable from the snake bite. 3 in a round for him. Widest swing in the world. Just see if they can claim anything at all. Spam through the wall though, common enough position, and Bang has lurked his way through. Seekers gonna be distracting them, pushing forwards. It gives information.
This is the kind of play they haven't gone for the entire time. Just abusing the fact that KRÜ are not playing heavily towards the edges of the map.
Bang can hold this space now. He knew that both of the players were doing ropes towards mid. He can hold down his heavy position.
Spike planted.
The potential's there to convert this 2-on-2.
Daveeys and Melser have gone from vents all the way around the long
They're playing
flank
together.
here. But I think the timing and the fact that Bang has not heard anything gives him some idea that they could be spawned.
Comes down to the timing.
Watching.
Fight being taken. 1 kill.
Last player standing.
And grouped up, so Daveeys does get that trade-off down to that 1-on-1.
Derrek could be anywhere.
Nade into elbow, and yep, Derrek's position here. Will he get cleared? Will he get spotted? Off to the side, a shot whiffs. And in the open, Derrek needs to win it, and he does. I think that might be just go off with the showstopper. Yeah, it is. Goal gets broken. Satchel, okay, banging his head on something there, just making sure. Stopped in his tracks still. Fuse running out here, clearing the close corner. Lets it rip, but completely vacated. Now a Cosmic Divide. This will split the side up.
Here.
Make it just that bit much safer. Nader to the back.
Spike
Daveeys
planted.
escaping a lot of the damage there, but there's a slight gap that's been opened up. Satchel down into hell, all the way forwards. Every single Asuna! That's monstrous, and that's what they need.
The problem is just that it's at round 12. And KRÜ still have a chance on the retake. Can they clear
Spike
out
planted.
a ramp? It is so heavy in the post plant for 100Thieves here. I think it should be devastatingly good for them.
Trying to cover for the fire, trying to cover for this.
One enemy
Stella onto the
remaining.
close corner, on top of the wall as well. The fight's being taken together. This is exactly what 100Thieves needed, but you can't let this one slip. NagZ. So 1v3, he is low. Not too many bullets left. Jumping spots, both of them here. All close to breaking. Double face should do it. 16 health left. Gotta be cool, calm, and collected, and there it is. Finalized with one last bullet. An 8-4 half. Explosive all the way through. Nade is great, actually. Right into the feet of them, onto the ropes, because they can't even get out of there. No chance in hell. Lovely from Asuna to claim that.
It's exactly the same pistol attempt from both teams. And 100Thieves, they wall off mid, so there's no chance of being pushed from there, and then naded into vent.
Doubled up, grouped up. Spike in the hands of Klaus. Might be trying to make something work there. A bit of a contact push.
Healing over here.
A lot of these angles are being watched for, though, and his position is going to be noted. Space given up towards mid. There could be a potential of a bit of a pivot, but no. As the spikes go down, NagZ, how do you win that one?
The timing so off there from Derrek, trying to help Bang.
Flash around the side, dot bang, trying to be that savior. Top of heaven.
One enemy remaining.
Tap, tap. Patience is
Spike
key.
down A.
He kills claim, so Melser, last player standing out in the open. Cryo wants to take the fight, and there it is. Cosmic Divide online. How's it going to be placed? Okay, splits up the site. Does not have to worry too much about the heaven presence, but they still have two players anchoring. Melser close to the wall as well. It's all about the timing of where this gets taken, and there it is. Swinging off the tap as Derrek claims that first kill, still making a way and making a round all the way through. Daveeys, position's got to be noted, and what a swing by Bang. Take all that space, and guess what? Bang has to be the guy right now. Dash forwards, it's cut up the crosshair placement, spam into the smoke, and that swing from xand. That's immaculate timing. Still a fight. Opportunity before the smoke's even placed in the face of Stella.
Welcome to my
Let's take out xand, so down into that 4-on-4, but with the Viper's bit in their faces, they need to go fast, flooding straight in. Showstopper, close to the corner there. Asuna doesn't get anything from it. Into the corner, they know B main is compromised. Do they choose to refight this one together now? That's the question. Lot to deal with here. Melser's dealt with, no longer that B player, and the spam into the smokes, it's so potent. With the phantoms in their hands, Stella leaping forwards. They're trading out the kills. An angle to be watched for. NagZ is outside of the pit. It's going to be falling in just a moment. The decay damage is there. Still incredibly winnable. NagZ has found the first, sticking it through! He wins it! It's risky, but it does allow them to get off this wall. Denying a lot of that information. xand all the way pushed forward. Location reveal. He is darted, but a flash to accompany it. Kill Gordon. As Asuna wants to take the fight to them. Does well to get two, but xand still with the knives. Now refreshed. No one on the side, so there's going to be that freebie, and they've handed over two of the rifles with the knives. KRÜ are set up here.
100Thieves retakes have been very good, but they're usually in position a lot earlier than this. At this point, with 100Thieves coming close, they could be anywhere. KRÜ could be pushing CT, they could be in B heaven mail, anywhere.
Smoke to push forwards. Bang! Two kills. One player left standing, but it's NagZ, and he just doesn't guess where the positioning is.
It stops any chance of a re-hit.
Hit broken. It's a fast play. Onto the site, dash active now, Stella. Holding the heaven position, he only gets the one.
Spike down
didn't drop
A.
down. Spike's been dropped. Know exactly where the position is. Still a minute on the clock, but the site's going to be opened up for them with the Viper's pit down. Now looking more than doable. xand, aggression. Wants to take the fight to them on ramp with the knives in his hand. Not lacking any confidence at all.
xand's a big weakness.
Doesn't know the meaning of the word, but he overheats, and Derrek rips his head clean off. Cosmic Divide, though, online. That's going to split this one up and make it just that much harder for 100Thieves, but they'd love to close this one out. They'd love to try and bring it to 3. Final play left standing, NagZ. Seen it before. Can he do it again? Not quite. A collected 100Thieves in the final moments, but they do just about drag it to that map number 3.
Defenders win.
Clears the way, gets rid of a trip. Aftershock as well as aggression. the name of the game, but it looks like KRÜ want to try and meet them pound for pound as well. The entirety of their team stun off to the side. To disengage this ever so slightly, there's no threat of a push that's coming through. Nade over the top as well as that, a flash as well. It's not going to be broken in time, and this deep aggressive push is just being dismantled. Great answer by KRÜ.
Well, surely they were set up on the other side.
Well, the players are weak enough, Josh, that it's going to be hard, I think, even still with that
30
massive
seconds
player
left.
advantage. Pushing through, bang with two, and guess what? Weak enough at the end of the day
Spike
with the
down,
1-2 punch.
B.
Good swing timing.
Placing sentry.
Left up to NagZ.
have retrieved
Broken.
the spike.
Picks up the spike, but time is against him. 13 seconds with the tap of it. No easy shot found. Oh my goodness!
This initial fight that looks heavy at Tree.
Stun off to the side, what a shot! Oh my goodness. He couldn't take the early line. The fault line pushed him out of that position. Brimalt into xand. Possibly off the door, just hoping that they could catch a player, but it does relieve that stress. Also Seekers right behind them. Even the Rolling Thunder, every ult's being committed here, including their own Brimalt. It's an orbital strike as well to push back aggression on aggression. No casualties on either side apart from the initial fight being taken, but they're together. Asuna want to take the fight. Off to the side, 3 in the round. Racking them up low, and it's a flood attempt to this retake. 100Thieves, there's a flank from drop now. It's Klaus who has to be that difference maker. Stops the defuse, can he get a second? He can indeed. Doesn't opt to survive, wants to take the fight to them. Updraft, tagging them down. Pushing forwards in the smoke with the shorties in their hands. Angle watch, nobody can stick this spike with the Molly just at their feet, but there is a bit more utility to try and work through. Double fight taken, bang! Great angle. It's offset enough that he can just beam down the players as they're wide.
KRÜ don't have a read.
Face your
What that's done, though, is leave the B site open. So KRÜ, for the first time, might actually get in a good spot.
They want to fight this fast. It's a rolling thunder by 100Thieves, trying to take the fight to them. The orbital strike, where is the follow-up here?
xand dies again first.
Completely out in the open. NagZ, maybe he can be the man of the hour. Maybe he can put a stop to this one. Holding that position down towards Arcade. It's got to be that extra element, but time is running low, and all that util has stopped them from scaling through into that main angle. They know it's been compromised. Bang is wondering
30
where these
seconds
players
left.
could be. Hopped up onto dice. Angles there, and yeah, well, okay. Was watched for, didn't assume it was going to be swung from that angle. KRÜ barreling the way through. This time, it's brute force. At least that's what it feels like.
It was a great trade by Melser, though. Fantastic play from him again. And the
Spotted.
stun is good.
Yep, with a jump peak spotted out.
Player standing.
Left up to Cryo, operator in the retake. Not the most applicable tool for the job. Quick scope. Smoke down at his feet. Doesn't opt to pick up a rifle.
And the Seas tells him that he's gotten ahead of where they think he is.
Clearing carefully. Opportunities here for another kill. Creeping forward, Shorty out. He knows there's another one. Can't claim it. I'm gonna try and take the fight to him. Realize he's being squeezed before players dropping down, and Asuna is here. Try and relieve some of that pressure. Spraying through. Shot lands. Dash to the side. Does not matter.
Spike down
A smidge. It's Cryo. Making sure he can collect up all the remnants, any sort of players that were standing there. And NagZ with 15 seconds left, stunned up, spike out in the open. No man's land.
10 seconds left.
The only choice here to try and run. The timing gets missed, but it matters not. Look at that. Plan's going to start to go down. No util to stop this one, but this flank is going to be so important towards B main. It's xand made to lead the charge. Cleans out the positioning here, and it does remove that one avenue to play the postman from. Everybody grouped up now towards, but there is a reflanking tunnel. That's Derrek later. He's going to be the backstab, extra element maybe to try and salvage this round if it does get messy, if it does get hairy, and it might just do that. 1-for-1 now. In terms of the kills, with Melser falling, util now starting to tap onto the spike. Klaus is sticking this one. There needs to be a kill. He's got half already, and this is dangerous. Still lining up Asuna. The smoke dissipates, and they do shut it down.
True, though, because that means that they're all going to be retaking through spawn. I don't like that approach.
Never ideal. Got to be trying to threaten multiple angles when you are trying to play that retake. Oh, that utility though. Oh my goodness. Yeah, that's a kill found. And with the rifle, xand be trying to get back to that previous form that he showcased in map number 1.
Here.
And he has the ult online
30
too.
seconds
Showstopper. Devastating if 100Thieves tried to go for the plant again. But the stun, the nade, all comboed up. The spam as well.
This is quite precarious because you're down to 15 seconds left.
Blinded.
What's the call to be made? I'm going to try and go for the win. Stun to cross through, but the spike has to be planted. Fight not won. Nade as well, re-earned from that prior kill. Spray through into Jenny. Not
down,
winnable
B.
now for Derrek. Just trying to do as much damage as possible, but he's spotted with the cam. Spammed out. And 4 for Kesnit. What a round to come online. On the ground though, but this is NagZ.
I've got
Attempts
your
made.
trail.
Seeker's going to be used as well. Push forwards. Bang's just happy to swing. Happy to take the fight. And Melser misses the shot. He tried to follow up at least to try and take down Bang, but can't quite manage it. And now he's being squeezed from every possible angle. He can hear them running this way, that way. Stella will fall though. Any more opportunities for a fight to be taken? Not quite spammed out. Close! Close!
Last player
3
standing.
for it. He
Spike
might have just
down,
salvaged
B.
it. Lift it to that one-on-one. To be caught with any of that utility out in his hands. He could have been using it to clear these corners, but instead just contacting all the way up, and he's tapped it.
Pull cat.
Spike's there.
Blinded.
Flash round, that was deep towards tower, and he heard the fire as well. So he knows that Daveeys wasn't sticking this one now, but he has to. This is the percentage play. Half on it, sticking it all the way through, and the timing is just there. Asuna.
Performance on split. Looking to win this out. Kesnit with so much aggression.
And this is risky. He's forced to make the plays. Flash to accompany 2 players, 4 crew are left scrambling. What answers can they find? Seems like little. Return of fire, the money's not good. I mean, look at what NagZ is working with. Trailblazer, that's a stun. It's caught him. Flash as well, has to turn it. 1 player left standing, and it's NagZ.
You should run.
It's all but over. The lockdown, pushing them back. NagZ, what can he even do here? A wide swing from confidence. That's Stella to close. And 100 Thieves in a dominant fashion from map number 3. A well-earned series.